Welcome, Centennial Jags fans. We are here in Iowa City. This is the City High Little Hawks tournament. We are getting ready to face off against Bettendorf. Second game of the day. We were able to take care of Burlington in straight sets. If you watched the Centennial Invitational, we played Bettendorf as our first game, able to finish them off in 2 sets. We'll see what today brings. In the front court for the Jags, we have Tatum, Sophie, and Bailey. In the back court, Ellie, Maddie, and Megan. Looks like Jags will be starting with serve here in set number 1. Maddie checks out. Maya will check in and head back to serve for the Jags. Oh, sorry. Maya is checked in the back row. Megan will head back to serve for the Jags. The Bettendorf team getting their lineup validated. Looks like we are all squared away. Ready to get this game started. Megan has the ball. Megan with the first serve of the first set. Megan, hard serve down the line. Bettendorf able to pop it up. They're going to set up their middle on a slide. They tip it over. Maya gets it up. Sophie tries to poke it over. Got caught in the net. So Bettendorf will start with the first point here in set number 1. Bettendorf getting set to serve again. Bettendorf cross-court serve deep. Maya able to get the pass to Megan. Megan to Sophie on the middle slide. Goes into the block and down. That's a kill for Sophie on the middle slide. So Bailey will check out. Kaylin will check in and head back to serve for the Jags. Kaylin, low serve down the middle. Bettendorf, a little bit of trouble. Able to pop it up, and they're going to have to bump it over. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan to Sophie. Sophie off the block and backwards. Bettendorf gets the dig. They're going to set their outside hitter who goes through the block and catches about 6 inches inside the back baseline. So Bettendorf, after the kill, now getting set to serve. Bettendorf, hard low serve down the middle. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan to Sophie. Sophie around the block and down. A great angle by Sophie there, going around the middle block, finding a crease that was open and nailing it. Sophie checks out. Maddie checks in the front row. Maya back to serve for the Jags. Maya deep serve. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter. Tips a roll shot over. Tatum able to pop it up to Megan. Megan back to Kaylin. Kaylin goes off the block. Bettendorf gets it up, but can't get it over in 3. So the Jags will get the point, leading by 1. Maya will head back to serve again. Maya, hard low serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to set their middle into the block of Maddie. Maddie with the block at the net. A solo block for Maddie there. Beautiful read. Able to stuff it back at the middle of Bettendorf. Maya serving again. Hard serve, cross down the line. Bettendorf able to get it to their middle. Tips it sideways. Megan able to get it up to Maya. Maya back to Tatum. Tatum goes over the block. Kill for Tatum on the right side. Bettendorf diving to try and get that ball. Only able to get a fingertip, maybe a partial hand on it, and that was it. Maya hard serve down the opposite line. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to set up their middle. Tip it cross court, and that catches the sideline. Bettendorf a couple times setting it to their middle, trying to push it to the side. That time able to catch the sideline. So Bettendorf trailing by 2 with the serve. Cross court serve, Maya pops it up. It goes into the net. Ellie. Nope, Maddie tried to hit it out of the net. They're both in the same area. Maddie couldn't quite get it out of the net and over. So Bettendorf, another cross-court serve. That one's too deep, out of bounds. So the Jags with the point. Tatum will head back to serve. Tatum, deep serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to pop it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter. Hits it cross-court. Megan pops it to Tatum. Tatum to Kaylin. Kaylin goes in, gets blocked, and after ping-ponging around, Maddie got it up. Ellie almost able to punch it up and over. Got caught at the top tape and bounced back to the Jag side. So Bettendorf trailing by 1 with the serve. Deep serve. Ellie able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum back to Ellie. Ellie goes cross court, just a little bit too low in the net. So Bettendorf knots us at 6s here in set number 1. Now getting set to serve again. Bettendorf, hard serve down the line. Ellie pops it up to Tatum. Tatum back to Megan. Megan goes cross court for the kill. A great sharp angle by Megan there. Very low hit. So Kaylin will check out. Bailey will check into the front row as Ellie heads back to serve for the Jags. Ellie, deep serve down the middle. Bettendorf pops it up. They're going to set up their middle. They tip it over. Tatum there to get it to Maya. Maya setting up Bailey on the outside. Bailey into the block. Maya able to punch it up and over. Bettendorf able to get the dig. They set up their outside. Who hits a roll shot fully blocked. Bettendorf pushes it to the corner. Ellie gets it to Tatum. Tatum back to Megan. Megan goes off the block and backwards. Bettendorf with the dig. They're going to set up their outside hitter who goes into the block of Maddie. Maddie blocks it. Bettendorf hits it back over. Maya gets it back to Megan to Maddie, and Maddie with the put away in the middle. So Ellie will head back to serve again. Maddie, a block and then a kill to round out the point. Ellie, deep serve cross court. Bettendorf able to pop it up. They're going to set their middle. Tries to go cross court, cutting against the grain of the defense, but goes a little bit too low in the net. So the Jags will get the point, pushing the lead to 3. Ellie with another serve. Ellie, low serve down the middle. Bettendorf sets up their middle. They hit it into the block of Maddie, and Maddie with another objection at the net. Maddie, a wall there at the net. Bettendorf struggling to get around her at the moment. Ellie with another serve. Ellie, short serve, and that goes up and over, out of bounds by Bettendorf. That'll be an ace for Ellie. And Bettendorf will take a timeout as the Jags blossom this lead to 5. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Ellie back ready to serve. Ellie cross-court serve deep. Bettendorf able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Goes over the block. Maya with the dig to Tatum. Tatum out to Bailey. Bailey goes over the block. Bettendorf with the dig. They set up their outside again. They go down the line. Tatum gets it up, but it goes into the net. So a good swing by the outside of Bettendorf will stop the Jag run. Bettendorf getting set to serve. Bettendorf deep serve down the middle. Maya pops it up for Tatum. Tatum back to Bailey. Bailey goes over the block. Bettendorf pops it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter who goes cross court. Tatum gets the dig to Maya. Maya sets up Megan on the right side. Megan goes down the line for the kill. Megan with a three-quarter roll shot down the line, painting that sideline. So Maya will check out. Sophie checks into the front row. Maddie checks out. Nora will check in and head back to serve for the Jags. Nora deep serve down the middle. Bettendorf tips it over on two. Tatum pops it up. Nora sets up Megan. Megan goes through the block and down. Another kill for Megan on the right side. Megan powering through blocks here in this first set. Nora with another serve. Nora low serve just over the net. Bettendorf gets it to their right side, who wasn't expecting it, and the ball landed right behind her. That serve by Nora was a whisker above that top tape, maybe less than that. Nora, another hard, very low serve. Bettendorf gets it to their middle, tips it cross court. Tatum gets it up to Nora. Nora setting up Megan on the right side. Megan, another kill! Megan with 3 kills now, I think, in this set. Nora with another serve. Hard serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to get it to their outside. They try to tip it. Gets blocked at the net. And Bettendorf is going to use their second timeout of the set. So Bettendorf with no more timeouts. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Nora back, ready to serve. Nora, hard serve down the line. Bettendorf on the tight set or tight pass to the net. Hits it over immediately, going cross court. Megan tries to get the dig, can't come up with it. So Bettendorf stops the Centennial run, now getting set to serve. Hard low serve, Nora able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum back to Megan. Megan goes cross court, Bettendorf gets the dig, able to get it to their outside. They tip it off the block. And Tatum gets a hand on it, but it goes underneath the ref. So Bettendorf pushing the lead back down to 7 here with another serve. Low serve, Nora able to get it to Tatum. Tatum to Bailey. Bailey hits it over the block. Bettendorf gets the dig, sits up there outside. They go into the block to Sophie, and Megan gets blocked to the middle. They tip it to the side. Nora gets it up. Bailey gets it up, and then Ellie hits it over. Bettendorf sets up their middle. They push it cross court. Tatum able to get the pass to Nora. Nora setting up Megan. Megan goes into the block, gets blocked. Tatum with the dig. Nora pushes it deep to the corner. Bettendorf can't cover. Nora with the sniper attack all the way to the back corner. So Centennial will get the ball leading by 9. Megan back to serve. Megan, hard low serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to push it deep to the corner. Megan there to get it to Nora. Nora back to Tatum. Tatum goes cross court. Bettendorf with the dig. They set up their right side hitter who hits it deep. Nora able to pop it up to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum goes down the line for the kill. A great swing by Tatum there. Saw it open. Able to go straight down the line. So the Jags pushing the lead back to 9. Megan with another serve. Megan, hard low serve. Ace for Megan. Megan, another serve off the net and over. Bettendorf able to get it to their middle. They hit it cross court. Ellie goes diving to try and get that ball. Unable to come up with it. That was a good cutback across the defensive flow by Bettendorf. So Bettendorf trailing by 9 now with the serve. Deep serve cross court. Nora pops it up. Megan pops it up. Tatum does a roll shot over. Bettendorf scrambling a little bit. They're going to have to bump it over. Nora to Megan. Back to Tatum on the right. Tatum goes cross court. Bettendorf punches it up and it goes backwards out of bounds. A kill for Tatum on the right side. So Bailey will check out. Kaylin will check in and head back to serve for the Jags. Kaylin cross court serve low. Bettendorf able to get it up to their right side. They go over the block. Kaylin gets it to Megan. Megan to Ellie. Ellie goes around the block. Bettendorf with the dig. They set up their right side. They go cross court. Megan able to pop it up. Nora trying to set up Ellie on the outside. Ellie with the roll shot for the kill. Beautiful roll shot there by Ellie. Saw the donut of death on the Bettendorf side, able to throw a bullseye right in there. So the Jags will take the first set 21-10. We will get the second set underway right after this set break. After the set break in the front court for the Jags, we have Tatum, Sophie, and Megan in the backcourt. Ellie, Maddie, and Kaylin. The Jags started with serve in the first set, so Bettendorf will be starting with serve here in set number 2. Maddie will check out. Maya checks into the back row, and the Jags are ready for serve receive. Bettendorf's lineup getting validated right now. Vera Libero checking in, and Bettendorf just awaiting the ball to get this second set underway. Bettendorf with the first serve of the second set. Deep serve down the middle. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan sets up Kaylin. Kaylin goes over the block. Bettendorf with the dig. Sets up there outside. They tip it over. Maya there to get it to Megan. Megan out to Bailey. Or Kaylin. Kaylin hits it down the line. Bettendorf able to get it. They go cross court. Megan gets the dig to Maya. Maya out to Tatum. Tatum goes into the block. Off the block and out of bounds. That's a kill for Tatum on the right side. So Kaylin will head back to serve for the Jags here. Hard low serve down the middle. Bettendorf gets it to their right side hitter. Goes into the block to Sophie. Sophie with the block at the net. A great solo block by Sophie there. Saw the hit going back across the defense, able to shut it down. Kaylin with the serve. Deep serve down the opposite line. Bettendorf gets it to their middle. They hit it cross court. Megan gets it up. Sophie able to get it to Tatum. Tatum into the block and over. That's a kill for Tatum on the right side again. And the Jags open up a 3-0 lead here quickly in the second set. Kaylin with another serve. Kaylin serving down the line. Bettendorf able to get it to their outside. They're going to go into the block of Tatum. Tatum blocks it. Bettendorf able to get it back up. The right side comes over, partially blocked. Kaylin gets the dig to Megan. Megan to Sophie. Sophie over the block and down. Kill for Sophie in the middle. She grazed the fingertips of the middle of Bettendorf and got enough power behind it to get over that partial block, and then it fell short before the back row. Kaylin, another serve down the line. Bettendorf able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter who hits a roll shot, cross court. Maya with the dig to Megan. Megan back sets to Tatum. Tatum goes down the line just a little bit wide out of bounds. So Bettendorf painting their first point here in set number 2, now getting set to serve. Hard low cross court serve. Maya pops it up. Tatum tracking it back onto the court. Maya bumping it down the line. Bettendorf setting up their offense to the middle. Hits it a little bit low in the net. So the Jags on scramble a little bit after that serve, able to get it back in and get the point. Sophie will head out. Maddie will head in. Maya will rotate back to serve for the Jags. Maya, hard cross-court serve. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter. Hits it cross-court. Megan gets it up. Maya able to get it to Kaylin. Kaylin hits it deep. Bettendorf with the dig. They're going to set up their right side again. They go off the block. Megan able to track it down to Maya. Maya setting up Ellie on the outside. Ellie goes around the block. Bettendorf gets the dig. They're going to set their right side again. They go cross-court. Megan gets it up. Maya flies to try and get that second ball. Can't come up with it. So Bettendorf will get the point, trailing by 3, now getting set to serve. As Ellie will head out, Addie heads into the front row. Cross-court serve, Addie gets it up, but only a little. So the ace by Bettendorf closing the gap to within 2 here in a must-win set for Bettendorf. Bettendorf with another serve. Hard serve down the middle. Kaylin gets it up to Megan. Megan to Maddie with a huge swing. Just a little bit too strong on that one. A little bit deep out of bounds. A quick set. I don't think Bettendorf was able to react fast enough to get a finger on it. So Bettendorf trailing by 1 with the serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Kaylin able to get it to Megan. Megan back sets to Tatum. Tatum goes into the block and gets blocked at the net. So we are knotted at 5s here in set number 2. Bettendorf still serving. Another hard low serve down the middle. Kaylin to Megan. Megan setting up Addie. Addie goes cross court and finds the cross court shot. Kill for Addie on the outside. So Tatum will head back to serve for the Jags. Tatum, hard low serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to pop it up. They set up their middle, hits it through the block. Maya with the dig to Tatum. Tatum out to Addie. Addie goes roll shot. Bettendorf able to get it up. And they're going to push it over. Kaylin with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Maddie. Maddie tips it over. Bettendorf with the cover. They set up their right side. Hits it cross court. Tatum gets it up. Kaylin gets it up. Maya bumps it cross court. Bettendorf with the cover. They're going to set up their middle. Who hits it off the block and backwards. The Jags thought it was going to go out and then realized it was going to fall in a little bit too late. So Bettendorf with the point. We are knotted at 6s here early in this second set. Bettendorf with the serve. Hard low serve down the line. Addie pops it up to Tatum. Tatum to Megan. Megan goes cross court. Bettendorf with the dig. They set up their outside hitter who has to bump it over. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan quick sets to Maddie. Maddie hits it over the block. Bettendorf gets it up. They're going to set their middle, who tips it over. Tatum goes flying, gets it to Maya. Maya to Megan. Megan goes deep. Bettendorf in a little bit of trouble, gets it up to their outside. They tip it over the block and finds a deep shot close to the baseline. A really good spot by the outside of Bettendorf. So Bettendorf leading by 1 here in the second. Bettendorf deep serve down the line. Kaylin gets it up. Maya setting up Megan on the outside. Megan goes cross court, but that is wide out of bounds. So Bettendorf with another serve. Bettendorf cross court serve low. Addie with the pass to Tatum. Tatum quick sets to Maddie. Maddie blocked. Maya with the dig to Tatum. Tatum back to Addie. Addie gets blocked again. Back-to-back blocks by Bettendorf. Pushes the lead to 3, and the Jags will have to use a timeout here in the second set. So the Jags break huddle and go back into position. Bettendorf following suit. Bettendorf getting set to serve. The Jags dominating the set very, very early on. Bettendorf clawing their way back, tying it at 5s, but has gone on a run here. Now lead by 3. Bettendorf with the serve. Low serve down the line. Addie able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum back to Maddie. Maddie goes roll shot cross court. Bettendorf gets it up. They're going to tip it over. Tatum gets it up. Addie gets it up. Tatum will hit it over. Bettendorf setting up their offense to the middle. Blocked by Megan and Maddie. I'm sorry, Megan and Maddie. So names are pretty close here. So Addie will check out. Ellie will check in and head back to serve for the Jags. Ellie deep cross court serve. Ace for Ellie! And the Jags back to within 1. Ellie, another low serve. Bettendorf able to get it up to their right side. They go over the block. Tatum able to pop it up to Maya. Maya setting up Megan on the outside. Megan goes cross court. Bettendorf with a dig. They set up their middle. They tip it over. Maya tries to get the pancake. Not able to get there. A crafty move by the middle of Bettendorf. So a quick stop for the Jags. Bettendorf leading by 2 with the serve. Hard serve down the line. Kaylin pops it up. Tatum setting up Ellie in the back row. Ellie hits a roll shot over. Bettendorf gets it up and then tips it over. Megan to Tatum to Maddie. Maddie tips it cross court. Bettendorf there. They're going to set up their outside. Who hits it? Partially blocked. Kaylin able to get it to Tatum to Megan. Megan hits it deep, and that's going to be a little bit too deep out of bounds. So the Jags painting lines there in set number 1, struggling a little bit to find the range here in the second set. As Bettendorf with the serve. Hard low serve. Kaylin with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Maddie. Maddie! Cross court kill! A thunder shot by Maddie in the middle to get the ball back to the Jags as Maya heads out. Sophie will head into the front row. Maddie will check out as Nora will check in and serve for the Jags. Nora, deep serve down the line. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to set up their middle, who tips it cross court. That is wide out of bounds. And again, the Jags back to within 1 here, as Nora will have to track down that ball as it rolls across the gym. Nora, hard low serve off the tape. Bettendorf gets it up. They hit it cross court. Ellie gets it to Nora. Nora to Kaylin. Kaylin with the roll. Bettendorf in a little trouble. They get it. They're going to have to bump it over. And that catches the sideline. A picture perfect bump over by Bettendorf. The Jags thought it was going wide, and it fell right on the line. So Nora is out. Maya checks into the back row as Bettendorf gets set to serve. Cross court serve deep. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Sophie, a little bit low on the set. Sophie couldn't punch it over. So Bettendorf quickly pushing the lead back to 3 here with another serve. Bettendorf, another cross court serve. Megan pops it up. Ellie to Kaylin. Kaylin goes roll shot. Kilford! Kaylin on the outside. It ricocheted off one of the blockers, and then the other defender didn't expect it, got caught up in her shoulders, and went out of bounds. Megan will head back to serve for the Jags. Megan, hard low serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to set up there outside. Who goes roll shot deep? Ellie dives to get the ball, but it goes underneath the net. And so Bettendorf still leading by 3 with the serve. Deep serve down the middle. Ellie pops it up. Maya coming over, sets up Kaylin. Kaylin goes around the block. Bettendorf scrambles, gets it up to their outside. Tatum on the overpass, puts it down. So Kaylin will head back to serve for the Jags. Tatum with that beautiful tap down. Kaylin, deep serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to set their right side. They go off the block of Sophie and backwards. Kaylin gets it to Megan. Megan to Sophie. Sophie goes cross court, but it is wide out of bounds. So Bettendorf will get the ball back. Jags not able to string a few points together here. As they straighten out who has what ball on which court. Looks like they finally got the ball to Bettendorf. Bettendorf with the serve. Deep serve down the line. Ellie able to pop it up to Megan. Megan back to Ellie. Ellie goes through the block. Bettendorf gets the dig. but can't get it over. A great shot by Ellie on the outside for the kill. As Sophie checks out, Maddie checks into the front row. Maya back to serve for the Jags. Maya hard low serve. Bettendorf in a little bit of trouble. Gets it to the right side. Goes cross court. And the Jags again cannot get a stop. After they get the serve, they immediately turn it back over to Bettendorf. A great swing by the outside of Bettendorf. So Bettendorf with the serve. Deep serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan to Maddie. Maddie tips it and gets the tip blocked at the net. And the Jags are going to have to use their second and final timeout of the set. So after the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Bettendorf getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Ellie gets it up. I'm sorry, Kaylin gets it up. Ellie trying to track that second ball down. Can't get it tracked down. So Bettendorf after the ace, pushing the lead to 5 here. Bettendorf with another serve. Deep serve. Ellie able to get it up to Megan. Megan back sets to Tatum. Tatum goes cross court. Bettendorf in a little bit of trouble. They bump it over. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan back to Tatum again. Tatum goes cross court. Kill for Tatum on the right side. So the Jags with the stop. Let's see if they can string together a couple of points here. As Tatum back to serve. Tatum low serve down the middle. Bettendorf in trouble. Gets it. Bumps it over. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Maddie. Maddie gets blocked. Kaylin gets it up. Maya gets it up. Megan gets it over. Bettendorf sets up their middle. They tip it over. Ellie gets it up to Tatum. Tatum to Megan. Megan gets it into the block and out of bounds. A kill for Megan on the right side. A heck of a dive by Maya there to get it up. The Jags getting it back over. And then Megan able to get the finish. Tatum with another serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to pop it up. They're going to set there outside. Partially blocked. Ellie able to get the dig to Tatum. Tatum to Maddie. Maddie gets blocked at the net. And Bettendorf 2 points away from sending this to a third set. So Bettendorf now getting set to serve. Low serve down the line. Ellie dives to get it up to Maya. Maya setting up Kaylin. Kaylin hits it deep. Bettendorf pops it up. They're going to set up their middle, who pushes it deep. Kaylin able to get it to Tatum. Tatum out to Ellie. Ellie goes roll shot. It gets blocked. Maddie to Tatum to Ellie. Ellie goes down the line, but that is wide out of bounds. And so Bettendorf serving set point number 1. Low serve down the line. Ellie with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Maddie on the middle slide. She hits it, but that goes wide out of bounds. And Bettendorf will take the second set, 21-15. So we will head to a third set. The third set is a shortened set. We only go to 15, win by 2. So not a lot of time here in a third set. The Jags starting off strong in set 1, looking nearly unstoppable. And then in set 2, struggling on offense. Not able to get the ball inbounds. A lot of really good swings, just a little bit long or a little bit wide. We will see what set number 3 brings. So after the set break, in the front court for the Jags, we have Tatum, Sophie, and Bailey. In the backcourt, Ellie, Sydney, and Megan. So Sydney will check out, Maya will check in. Looks like the Jags will be starting with serve here in set number 3. Megan has the ball, and we are ready to get the third set underway. Megan with the first serve of the third set. Megan serving low down the line. Bettendorf able to get it up to their outside. They go into the block of Sophie. Sophie with the block at the net. And the Jags will start with point number 1 here in set number 3. Megan back to serve again. Megan deep serve down the line again. Bettendorf gets it to their middle, hits it off the block and backwards. And so Bettendorf will get their first point of the set. Knotted at ones. Bettendorf getting set to serve. Bettendorf deep serve down the middle. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan back to Bailey. Bailey goes deep, and that goes too deep out of bounds. So Bettendorf taking a 1-point lead here with another serve. Bettendorf serving down the line again. Bailey able to get it up to Megan. Megan to Tatum. Tatum goes cross court, and that catches the sideline. Beautiful cross court shot by Tatum there. So Bailey will check out. Kaylin will check in and serve for the Jags. Kaylin hard, low serve. Bettendorf gets it up to their right side hitter. Hits it, roll shot over Megan with the dig to Maya. Maya sets up Tatum on the right side. Tatum goes around the block. Bettendorf with the dig. They set up their outside. Tough shot. Maya with the dig to Megan. Megan to Sophie. Sophie tips it over the block. Bettendorf hits it back over. Tatum to Megan. Megan to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over and finds the donut of death on the Bettendorf side. Beautiful tip by Kaylin there from the back row for the kill. Kaylin back to serve again. And we will replay that serve as a ball came from a different court. Kaylin with a reserve. Kaylin low serve. That's a little bit too low in the net. So we are knotted at threes here in the third. Bettendorf with the serve. Low serve down the middle. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Ellie. Ellie with a roll shot. Bettendorf with the cover. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Hits a roll shot deep. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum goes blocked. Maya gets it up. Ellie gets a hand on it, but can't get it back up. So Bettendorf claims a 1-point lead here in the third. Bettendorf deep serve. Ellie pops it up. Maya setting up Ellie on the outside. Ellie hits it deep. Bettendorf with the cover. They're going to set up their outside. Hits it partially blocked. Megan able to get it up to Maya. Maya setting up Kaylin. Kaylin goes deep, and that is too deep out of bounds. And the Jags starting to struggle again on offense. So Bettendorf leading by 2 now with another serve. Low cross-court serve. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan back to Ellie. Ellie goes cross-court. Bettendorf with the dig. They set up their outside hitter who tips it over, and the Jags not able to get there. And so Bettendorf starting to pull away. The Jags will have to take a timeout. So after the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Bettendorf getting set to serve. Cross-court serve low. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan to Tatum. Tatum goes down the line, and that catches the sideline. A beautiful shot by Tatum there. So Sophie will check out. Sydney will check in. Maya will head back to serve for the Jags. Tatum barely catching the sideline. Maya low serve, and that hits the top of the net and bounces back. So Bettendorf still leading by 3 with the serve. Deep serve cross court. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan back sets to Tatum. Tatum goes around the block and down. Kill for Tatum on the right side. So Tatum will rotate back to serve for the Jags. Jags needing a run here to get back in striking distance a little bit, as we're halfway through this set already. Tatum deep serve down the middle. Bettendorf able to pop it up. They're going to set there outside. It's into the block of Megan. Megan blocks it at the net. And the Jags back to within one. Tatum back looking for the tie. Tatum, another deep serve down the line. Bettendorf gets it up to their right side. They're going to hit a roll shot over. Kaylin with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Sydney. Sydney into the block. Kaylin gets it up to Tatum. Tatum back to Megan. Megan gets blocked at the net, but goes, it catches the sideline. And so the block by Bettendorf gets it back to their side. Bettendorf getting set to serve. Bettendorf cross-court serve low. Kaylin to Tatum to Ellie. Ellie through the block and down. A kill for Ellie on the outside. So Kaylin will check out. Bailey checks in the front row as Ellie will head back to serve for the Jags. Ellie, a very tiny window to hit that ball through. Able to curl it right through that window, though, and found a lane to the open court. Ellie deep serve. Bettendorf pops it up. They're going to set their outside hitter who tips it over. Bailey with the cover to Tatum to Sydney. Sydney tips it over for the kill. We are knotted at 8 here in the third. Ellie with another serve. Ellie, deep serve down the middle. Bettendorf sets up their middle. They push it through the block. It was like a slam dunk. So Bettendorf goes back up 1. Bettendorf getting set to serve. Bettendorf serving down the line. Bailey trying to angle that pass. Not able to come up with it. So the ace by Bettendorf puts them to 10 first here in the third and gives them a 2-point lead. Bettendorf with another serve. Deeper serve. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum back to Megan. Megan goes through the block and down. Kill for Megan on the right side. So Megan, Sophie will head out. Sorry, Sydney will head out. Sophie will head in. Maya heads out. Nora in and back to serve for the Jags. Nora reserves. Bettendorf able to get it up to their middle. They tip it cross court. Tatum pops it up to Ellie. Ellie to Megan. Megan hits a roll shot over. Bettendorf setting up their offense to the outside. They're going to get partially blocked. Tatum able to get it to Megan. Megan to Ellie. Ellie bumps it over. Bettendorf setting up their offense. Pushes it. Tatum able to get it to Nora. Nora to Megan. Megan goes off the block and out of bounds. Another kill for Megan on the right side. And we are knotted at 10s here in the third. Nora with another serve. Nora low serve down the line. Bettendorf in a little bit of trouble. Hits it to their outside. They tip it over. Bailey able to get it to Tatum. Tatum back to Megan. Megan hits a roll shot. Bettendorf in a little bit of trouble. They're going to have to hit it over. Ellie with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Sophie. Sophie goes cross court. Kill for Sophie in the middle. And the Jags back up 1. Nora back looking for more. But before she gets a chance, Bettendorf will use their first timeout of the set. So after the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Nora back, ready to serve. Nora, deep serve down the middle. Bettendorf pops it up high. They're going to set up there outside. Hits it. Sophie gets it up. Megan gets it up. Tatum pushes it over. Bettendorf sets up their middle. Hits it through the block and down. A good swing by the middle of Bettendorf, and we are knotted at 11s as Nora will check out. Maya will check into the back row as Bettendorf gets set to serve. Oh, Nora and Sydney went a little quick here. So a re-substitution. Nora checks out, Sydney will check in and then immediately head out. Maya will head in. Now it looks like we're ready. Bettendorf with the serve. Cross court serve. Maya pops it up. Ellie sets up Megan. Megan with the roll shot. Cross court. That's a kill for Megan. Deep shot. It's a quarter court shot. No one home for Bettendorf there, so Megan will head back to serve for the Jags. Megan down the line. Bettendorf able to get it up. They're going to set there outside. Goes down the line, but that is wide out of bounds. And the Jags leading by 2 and 2 points away from taking the third set and the game. Bettendorf will immediately take their second and final timeout of the set. So Bettendorf has no more timeouts. The Jags still have 1. We will be playing not too long after this game. It will probably be about a 10-15 minute break only. But when we get done, we will stop this broadcast to start a new one. But before that, before we can get to the next game, we got to finish this exciting thriller of a match. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Megan back, ready to serve. Megan low serve down the middle. Bettendorf in trouble. Gets it back and over. Meyer with the pass to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum tips it, but goes out of bounds. The tip by Tatum off the block and out of bounds. Tatum tooling the block on the right side for the kill. Megan serving set. Game point number 1 for the Jags. Megan hard low serve. Bettendorf able to get this one to their outside. They go off the block and backwards to Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan to Bailey. Bailey tips it over the block. Bettendorf gets it up. They set up their outside again. Blocked by Tatum. Bettendorf gets it. They're going to set up their right side again. Hits a roll shot deep. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan tips it over. Bettendorf with the cover. A jostle. Megan with the dig to Maya. Maya out to Tatum. Tatum goes down the line, but that is wide out of bounds. So Bettendorf still with life here in the third. Now getting set to serve, down 2. The Jags needing 1 stop here to finish out the game. Deep cross-court serve, Ellie able to get it to Megan. Megan to Sophie, and Sophie unable to tip that over as it caught the top of the tape. So the Jags will use their second and final timeout. No more timeouts for either team. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Bettendorf getting set to serve, looking for